Who is the partner that an avoidant can truly feel comfortable with? Have you ever wondered why some avoidant partners run away from love, while others finally feel safe enough to stay and open their hearts? The answer is not that avoidants do not want connection, because deep down many of them still desire love, closeness, and emotional security. The real question is what type of partner creates an environment where an avoidant does not feel trapped, pressured, or emotionally overwhelmed. Avoidant attachment often develops when someone learns that depending on others can lead to disappointment, rejection, or a loss of personal freedom. Because of this emotional history, avoidant partners usually feel comfortable with people who respect their independence while still offering genuine emotional warmth. They are not searching for someone who constantly chases them, demands reassurance, or forces emotional conversations before they are ready. Instead, they often feel safest with someone who communicates calmly and allows emotional connection to grow naturally over time. The partner who feels most comfortable to an avoidant is usually someone with a secure attachment style and strong emotional awareness. A secure partner does not panic when there is distance, because they understand that space does not always mean rejection. They can give an avoidant room to breathe without creating unnecessary conflict, emotional pressure, or fear of abandonment. This balance creates something extremely important for avoidants, which is the feeling that love does not have to remove their freedom. Many avoidant individuals secretly fear that relationships will become places where they lose control over their own identity. A secure partner shows them that commitment does not mean losing themselves, but instead creating a healthy connection between two individuals. Another quality that attracts avoidants is emotional stability, because calm energy feels safer than unpredictable emotional reactions. When a partner can express disappointment without attacking, blaming, or criticizing, the avoidant feels less defensive. They begin to realize that conflict does not always have to become a threat to the relationship. The avoidant partner who once protected themselves through emotional distance may slowly become more willing to communicate. However, this transformation usually happens when they experience consistency rather than pressure from their partner. Avoidants often struggle with partners who demand constant closeness because it can activate their fear of being controlled. They may interpret repeated questions, emotional demands, or constant reassurance requests as signs that the relationship is becoming overwhelming. This does not mean avoidants dislike affection, because many of them deeply appreciate love and emotional connection. The difference is that they need connection that feels safe, respectful, and free, rather than something they feel forced to provide. A partner who understands this difference can create an emotional environment where an avoidant gradually lowers their protective walls. Another person avoidants often feel comfortable with is someone who has their own fulfilling life outside the relationship. A confident partner with personal goals, friendships, and interests feels less threatening, because the avoidant does not feel responsible for their entire happiness. This type of independence can actually increase attraction, because it removes the fear of emotional dependency. Avoidants often feel drawn toward people who show love from a place of choice rather than desperation. When someone communicates, "I love being with you, but I can also be okay on my own," it creates emotional safety. This message tells the avoidant that the relationship is based on mutual connection rather than emotional survival. Another important quality is patience, because avoidants usually need time to process feelings internally. They may not immediately express emotions the way an anxious partner expects them to. A patient partner understands that emotional growth happens through trust, not through forcing someone to change overnight. At the same time, being patient does not mean accepting unhealthy behavior or ignoring personal needs. A healthy partner still maintains boundaries while allowing the avoidant space to develop emotional maturity. This balance between compassion and self-respect is often what helps avoidants feel both loved and respected. Many avoidants become more secure when they experience a relationship where honesty, acceptance, and emotional safety exist together. They need someone who can say, "I am here for you," while also saying, "I respect your need for space." This combination removes the feeling that love is a constant emotional demand. Interestingly, avoidants are often most comfortable with partners who do not try to fix them. When someone approaches them as a broken person who needs repair, they may become defensive and withdraw further. But when someone accepts them while encouraging growth, they are more likely to open up. Feeling accepted creates the emotional foundation that allows avoidants to explore deeper intimacy. The partner who can truly connect with an avoidant is not someone who disappears completely or someone who constantly pursues. It is someone who understands the middle ground between closeness and independence. They create a relationship where both people can have their own space while still feeling emotionally connected. For many avoidants, the safest love feels like a peaceful home rather than an emotional battlefield. They often need to discover that intimacy does not mean losing freedom and commitment does not mean losing identity. The right partner helps them experience love as something calming, supportive, and emotionally secure. Over time, a healthy relationship can teach an avoidant that vulnerability is not weakness. It can show them that being emotionally available does not mean giving another person complete control over their life. The avoidant who once believed distance was the only way to stay safe may slowly learn that connection can also provide safety. The most compatible partner for an avoidant is usually someone who combines emotional strength, patience, confidence, and healthy boundaries. This person does not chase endlessly, but they also do not create emotional walls. They offer love without pressure, honesty without criticism, and closeness without control. When an avoidant experiences this kind of relationship, they may finally realize that true intimacy does not take away their freedom. Instead, it gives them a place where they can be fully themselves while still being deeply connected to another person. And that is the type of partner where many avoidants feel most comfortable, because they finally experience love as a safe place rather than something they need to escape.